All right, after governance, risk, and compliance, there is incident response. Incident response is responding to security incidents. So if a hacker got in the network, you would be responding to that cyber attack. It's usually, not always, but sometimes coupled with digital forensics. So you respond to the attack, collect the evidence, and then investigate if coupled with digital forensics. After looking at incident response, I would take a look at penetration testing. Penetration testing and ethical hacking. Again, everybody wants to be a pen tester or ethical hacker. I have no idea why. It's so over romanticized. An ethical hacker is not the same thing as a black hat hacker, okay? Your black hat hackers use every possible means in their in their twisted little minds to break into something. And ethical hackers, you don't learn all that stuff. But it is what it is. You want to learn how to do that's fine. Again, just know that as a beginner, you're probably not going to get a job as an ethical hacker. You're going to have to really know somebody and maybe intern a while or something. I've only seen one beginner ever go straight into ethical hacking, and this kid was he was next level. After that, let's see. Then there's programming and DevOps. So programming is learning languages. To be a cybersecurity engineer, you really should know some languages. And these days with vibe coding, look, I get it, but I vibe code myself. I still have to fix my code. I use, for apps, I use, vibecodeapp.com, and I use Lovable, and I've used, it's skipping my mind now, but anyway, I always have to fix my code. There's always issues with it, so I don't recommend relying on vibe code. You really need to know the language itself, and it helps you with other things. Python is a must, an absolute must. If you're going to work with databases, SQL, important. There are lots of languages, so look into programming. DevOps. DevOps is another area that can pay quite a bit, and DevOps is knowing how to, you got to know a little programming, and you're automating actions using the programming basically. Maybe you'll create a Ansible playbook, and a playbook is basically just a series of scripts that runs in succession and performs various automated tasks. It's pretty interesting, in my opinion. After DevOps, endpoint security. So securing the workstations on a computer network. That's a big one, and that's more basic. That's a good beginner level cybersecurity position to shoot for. Okay, and I'm getting long again, so I'm gonna continue.